And this warm up actually, usually they just sort of come to me in the moment, more or less, or a few moments before. But this particular warm up is going to be a little bit of background about how spiritual workout came to be. And we came up against this last week where, after the intention setting clinic, I did a little follow up video. And I basically was saying that these 15 concepts that we work with here in spiritual workout world are not concepts that we really teach here, right? The idea is, and I just want to kind of go into this a little bit to give you guys some context. I mean, it's on my website, and sometimes I assume everybody knows. And so I just want to reiterate how and why spiritual workout even came to be. So back 25 or 26, 7 years ago, when I was an infant spirituality guy in my 30s, just starting to open my eyes, I was just reading a lot of books and going to a bunch of workshops and attending some classes. And that was because I was asking questions about life and what it's all about and what am I supposed to be doing here and all of that. And that is when I learned about, oh, spiritual being having a human experience. And I was in my early 30s and I was going through a lot of changes, and I was just leaving my corporate job and going into becoming a psychotherapist. So I was already sort of on that track. And then this whole spirituality thing just sort of, for me, came along at the same time. And after just a few months, I thought, well, I'm not going to sign up for that next class or workshop or book or whatever, because I don't know about anyone else, but it seems to me like everybody's saying the same things. And what are they saying? Well, these 15 concepts. Maybe there could have been 12, maybe there could have been 18, but I kind of landed on these 15. So I'm learning psychology and psychological approaches to working through our stuff. And I'm learning all the stuff that we do here in spiritual workout world. And first and foremost, I'm noticing huge changes in my own life. This whole idea, like I say, being a spiritual being, some of these concepts like take responsibility. What do you mean I don't get to blame my parents for everything anymore as a 30-something-year-old man? And be present. Well, what the heck is that? I'm always thinking about planning. And all of these other ones. So I think I am running to catch up to the caboose of a high-speed train, just to kind of pull myself up onto the train. Like, I feel like I'm the last one to the party. And like I say, as I'm doing it, I'm getting more compassionate and my present muscle is growing, and I understanding that I'm here for a reason, and all these ideas that we talk about. And then as I'm working one-on-one with clients and with myself, I'm thinking there's more to it than just this. And so what I found were really a whole bunch of people who nodded their head in agreement with these concepts. Oh yeah, I want to be more compassionate, and I get it about law of attraction and that whole be present thing. Yeah, I'm working on that. But frankly, honestly, people were not incorporating any of it, and thus spiritual workout got born. I really just thought at that moment, like, well, this is my work to encourage people to take these ideas that they say they believe in and really apply them to the nitty gritty of their everyday lives. And over the course of, like I say, more than 25 years at this point, starting first with me, I can only testify to my own experience. And, our man is here. And,
Welcome.
certainly seeing the experiences of people that I've had the privilege to work with over the course of these years, first as a psychotherapist, but going at it this way, and later as just the spiritual workout guy. And so that is really the entire crux of what spiritual workout is all about. It's just taking these ideas, again, that I didn't make up and that most people say they believe in, and applying them. So when I personally am in this ginormous ocean of material where there's so much to do, there are often so many different ways to look at it, so many different concepts that apply, so many ways to really move through our stuff and grow our muscles in these ways. I think, and I hope I am completely, in alignment, as we talk about all the time. I'm having fun. I don't ever end a session or a clinic or a drop-in or any of it with anything other than, wow, that was fun. Let's just keep going, and yet the minute that that my little toe goes outside of that big realm, sort of my energy drains. And I think I got a touch of that the other day because we were really had gotten into this sort of more hypothetical philosophical conversation about law of attraction in this case. And my sense that sometimes some people were maybe a little bit less sure about. I think everybody believes that the concept exists, and we struggle with that's what we do here in spiritual workout world. That's one of the concepts that we're using to practice and anchor into our everyday experiences. So we all have issues with that. So for me, that's where I wind up saying, I'm not here to teach these concepts. I just want to be clear what I mean about that. And really where that comes from is I don't personally think the world needs any more teachers. You can go to any bookstore and read about compassion for the rest of your life. You can read about the concept of being present. You can study the law of attraction from a spiritual perspective, from a scientific perspective. And that's true for any or all of these concepts. And so again, I don't feel like I'm even equipped to teach these concepts in this particular way. I do feel equipped to help people anchor them in to our daily nitty-gritty everyday life experiences so that we can stay on that spiritual being having a human experience path and create lives from this day forward that are free of the stuff that are in our lives that we don't like. So that's just sort of a little reiteration tonight about why spiritual workout is here, how it came to be, and where I see my role as facilitator, if you will, versus teacher of the concept. So I'll shut up about that for the rest of the evening. I'm obviously happy to answer any questions about any of it along the way. Let's work out some stuff.